Stop everything. Just stop. Did 50 Cent really just go full scandal mode on T.I. and Tiny, spilling private info like it's a season finale episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Are the feds involved, or is this just another one of Curtis Jackson's infamous trolling the internet stunts? I mean, come on. How far is too far when it comes to exposing someone's personal life? When does a meme become federal material? And let's not even get started on the fact that this isn't just about T.I. Flexing his rap legacy or Tiny minding her business. Oh no. Now it's about King Harris, Damani, Eris, and even the late Sabrina Jackson somehow being dragged into the drama like extras in a Netflix conspiracy thriller. Picture this. Private family moments leaked, wild allegations swirling, Twitter on fire, Instagram reels exploding, and 50 Cent somewhere sipping champagne like he's hosting Pimp My Life, Government Edition. And while we're all here scratching our heads asking, did the man just cross a line with the feds? You better believe the internet has opinions, receipts, and TikTok clips ready to roast anyone standing in the way of this chaos. So buckle up, because today, we're peeling back the curtain, diving deep into the messiest, most unhinged celebrity scandal of the year. And trust me, you don't want to blink. Let's get right into it, because this one is wild. And honestly, I'm still trying to process how 50 Cent managed to take a routine troll and turn it into what some are calling a full-blown federal-level scandal. You see, it all started when 50 Cent, because of course it's Curtis Jackson, decided it would be hilarious, shocking, and absolutely catastrophic to post a series of private details allegedly about T.I. and Tiny online. And when I say private, I mean stuff that people in Hollywood normally whisper about in hotel lobbies. They'd not broadcast to millions on social media. Suddenly, what was supposed to be a fun meme war turned into a swirling vortex of accusations, leaked documents, and internet sleuths claiming that someone, somewhere, had fed 50 Cent actual government-level intel. Now, whether that's true, half-true, or complete chaos doesn't even matter, because the damage is done. And the reactions? Let's just say it's nuclear. You've got T.I., who's always been one to protect his legacy. I'm standing there with a mix of disbelief and fury, saying, this isn't just a diss track situation. This is my family's life, my wife's privacy, and now my kid's innocence being dragged through the mud. And that's when things escalated. Enter King Harris, Damani, and Eris, who immediately realized that social media alone wasn't going to cut it. They had to step in, hard, and make sure the Harris family name stayed untouchable. King didn't just post fiery responses. He allegedly began circulating images online, some of which fans are saying 50 Cent himself might wish had never surfaced. And don't even get me started on the claims that these posts weren't just random, but part of a larger, coordinated campaign orchestrated like some underground PR warfare. Now, for those of you keeping track, we're talking about multiple layers here. 50 Cent trolling with private info, T.I. mobilizing his family for a counterattack, and King Harris, who may or may not have crossed lines previously considered untouchable in hip-hop culture, taking things to the extreme. And then Damani, who's been described by insiders as calculating and cold, like a miniature Kendrick Lamar, allegedly dropped freestyles that not only defended the family, but seemed to call out specific financial irregularities and luxurious spending habits that fans hadn't even noticed before. Social media exploded. Clips were being shared, screenshots saved, and suddenly, everyone on Twitter had an opinion. Was this an overreaction? Or was 50 Cent playing with fire in ways that could have legal consequences? Sources close to the matter are claiming that 50 Cent's alleged posts included things like supposed bank statements, party invitations, and private emails, again unverified, but the whispers alone have the internet spinning. Some reports even claim that feds allegedly contacted certain parties to verify if some of the leaked information could be linked to ongoing financial audits or surveillance, and that's when things started looking messy for Curtis. Whether these claims are true or exaggerated is almost beside the point because perception in this situation is everything, and right now the perception is catastrophic. And then there's the public reaction, which has been, in a word, chaotic. Fans are split. Not some are calling 50 Cent a legend of trolling, while others are screaming that he's gone too far, potentially stepping into territory that could land him in serious legal trouble. Social media commentators, investigative YouTubers, and even fake accounts pretending to be insiders started producing breakdowns, analysis, and memes that made this whole situation feel like the climax of a Hollywood thriller. People are asking questions like, did he just leak government-level info for clout? Or, are T.I. and Tiny going to sue? Some even claim that in private group chats, 50 Cent was allegedly bragging that he had receipts on everyone, a statement that has only added fuel to the fire. Of course, T.I.'s family didn't sit idle. King Harris allegedly posted cryptic messages that fans interpreted as direct warnings, referencing both past conflicts and insinuating that 50 Cent's behavior could have long-term consequences. Damani reportedly released a track that dropped bars so sharp, fans said it sounded like someone had access to Curtis Jackson's entire financial ledger. And Eris, refusing to be left out, allegedly posted commentary videos questioning 50 Cent's ethics, past actions, and motivations, leaving no stone unturned. The family's approach wasn't just defensive, they were on the offensive, turning the controversy into a spectacle, a war of narratives, and, frankly, a masterclass in viral engagement. Now, here's where it gets even juicier. Insider rumors, completely unverified but widely shared, suggest that 50 Cent's actions may have triggered some kind of governmental curiosity. Anonymous sources are allegedly claiming that certain leaked details prompted the feds to check in with people connected to Curtis. Not in a criminal sense necessarily, but in a we need to know what's happening sense. And while none of this is confirmed, the idea that a celebrity troll could spark the attention of federal agencies has the internet buzzing. How often do you see a meme war turn into something that could hypothetically involve law enforcement? Rarely. Very, very rarely. And the spectacle of it all, T.I.'s family mobilized, diss tracks dropping, 50 Cent trolling harder than ever. Again, fans watching in real time is what makes this a cultural moment you can't ignore. Meanwhile, social media influencers are having a field day. Fake leaked documents claiming to be from confidential sources circulated on Instagram stories, TikTok comment threads lit up with screenshots and memes, and celebrity commentary started pouring in. One anonymous insider supposedly said, "Curtis is playing a dangerous game. This isn't just trolling. He's poking a bear that doesn't sleep. And that bear has a whole army behind it." And that army? That's King, Damani, Eris, and T.I. himself. Each post, each track, each cryptic comment online added layers of suspense and paranoia. Fans were left asking, is this real? Are the feds involved? Did 50 Cent just open a can of worms he can't control? And while we don't have answers to all these questions, the narrative is explosive, and that's exactly the point. Perception is reality. And the perception right now is that Curtis may have bitten off more than he can chew. And let's not forget the financial angle. Allegedly, 50 Cent's posts hinted at T.I. and Tiny's investments, charitable donations, and luxury spending, which of course led fans to speculate wildly about whether these claims were accurate or manipulated. Social media debates erupted. Was Curtis just trolling, or did he have access to information that he shouldn't have? Were these claims blown out of proportion by King and the family? And of course, the usual internet brigade chimed in, creating memes comparing 50 Cent's behavior to fictional movie villains, with captions like, "Curtis Jackson, the man who went full hacker on T.I." And, "When memes meet the feds, you know it's about to get messy." By now, the narrative has become almost impossible to follow in one sitting. Every minute there's a new post, a new meme. or a new diss track that changes the dynamics entirely. Some fans are applauding T.I.'s family for defending Tiny and their privacy, while others are criticizing the scale of the retaliation, especially the claims that 50 Cent's alleged leaks may have touched on things considered off-limits in both celebrity and legal circles. And then there's 50 himself, posting sarcastic captions, emojis, in encryptic comments that suggest he's either entirely unbothered or intentionally trying to escalate the situation even further. The trolling, the suspense, the alleged federal whispers, it's all adding up to a storm no one saw coming. And just when you think it couldn't get any messier, sources claim that private group chats between T.I., his family, and some entertainment lawyers started lighting up. Leaks allegedly indicated discussions about legal ramifications and how to protect family assets from public exposure. Meanwhile, King reportedly hinted in an Instagram story that the receipts are coming, a statement that fans interpreted as confirmation that more explosive content might be on the way. Damani and Eris allegedly followed up with cryptic comments of their own, suggesting that 50 Cent had underestimated the power of a united family. And as the internet watched, every post and every diss, every meme became fuel in a firestorm that looks like it's far from cooling down. By this point, the sheer scale of the scandal is dizzying. Leaks, diss tracks, memes, alleged federal inquiries, and social media hysteria are all swirling together in a chaotic storm. And while we can't verify every claim, trust me, we've tried, what we can say is this: Curtis Jackson has created a situation that has Hollywood, the hip-hop community, and the internet collectively gasping, scrolling, and speculating non-stop. And the reactions aren't just limited to fans. Some insiders are whispering about possible ramifications beyond entertainment, a phrase that alone has people buzzing with theories ranging from lawsuits to full-blown investigations. And that's where we leave it for now. The controversy has clearly escalated past memes, past trolling, past standard celebrity beef. 50 Cent's alleged actions have opened a Pandora's box that involves T.I., Tiny, King, Damani, Eris, and even the memory of Sabrina Jackson pulling together a narrative that feels almost cinematic in scale. The stakes are higher than ever. The tension is palpable. And while the internet is endlessly entertained, some of these moves, allegedly, may have consequences that Curtis Jackson didn't fully anticipate. Now that you've got the setup, let's dig into the heart of this storm, because things are about to get even messier. After 50 Cent allegedly posted those private details, but the public reaction didn't just simmer, it boiled over. Social media exploded like someone had set off fireworks in a gasoline factory. Fans, trolls, investigative journalists, and self-proclaimed insiders were all weighing in at once. Some were defending Curtis like he was a modern-day internet Robin Hood, exposing the rich and famous with nothing but a keyboard and pure audacity. Others were screaming that he had gone too far, claiming he was walking a legal tightrope over an active volcano. And honestly, at this point, nobody really knows what's true and what's fabricated. But that ambiguity is exactly why the story went viral. Anonymous sources started dropping claims that 50 Cent didn't just stumble into this situation. He allegedly had access to private communications, financial records, and even event invitations that most regular humans would need a subpoena to see. And yes, we're talking about what some people online are calling Fed-level info, though there's no concrete proof. The whispers alone were enough to send fans into a frenzy. One supposed insider said, "Curtis doesn't play games. If he posts something, you can bet it's either fully verified or he wants you to think it's verified. And either way, it's chaos." Now, whether that's true or just fan speculation fueled by paranoia doesn't matter. The perception is that 50 Cent is untouchable and untethered. He's operating on a completely different level of trolling. Meanwhile, T.I. and Tiny's family weren't staying quiet. King Harris allegedly went nuclear on social media, posting cryptic messages, flashy memes, and hints at diss tracks that fans are saying could expose everything. Damani, true to his calculated persona, allegedly dropped a freestyle that not only defended Tiny, but also included lines mocking 50 Cent's alleged obsession with receipts and financial tracking. And Eris? She reportedly uploaded commentary videos dissecting every move Curtis had made, highlighting inconsistencies in his posts and questioning the authenticity of some of the alleged leaks. Fans called it a full family mobilization, and honestly, watching it unfold was like seeing a tactical operation carried out in real time, but online, in 2026 style, with memes, freestyles, and hashtags instead of black SUVs and briefcases. Public reaction continued to escalate. On Twitter, hashtags like hashtag 50 Cent exposed, hashtag Harris Family Defense, and hashtag King Clap Back trended simultaneously. Some fans speculated that Curtis was attempting to distract from upcoming business moves, while others claimed he was trying to sell albums using the controversy as a springboard. And of course, some commentators claimed that Curtis's posts were so explosive that they triggered federal curiosity, although no one could confirm if any actual agency was involved. But once people start saying the feds might be watching, the story takes on a life of its own. Suddenly, your average meme becomes a potential legal headline, and that's exactly the chaotic energy fueling this scandal. Let's talk about the alleged details that 50 Cent posted. Sources say they included supposed bank records, party RSVPs, and private messages between T.I. and other business associates. Fans immediately dissected every line, every screenshot, claiming they had discovered inconsistencies, hidden agendas, and financial discrepancies. One social media account allegedly posted, "If this is real, T.I. might have to explain some investments and donations that are, let's say, eyebrow-raising." Another claimed that Curtis had accidentally leaked more than just receipts. He exposed internal family strategies. Again, none of this is verified, but on the internet, unverified claims often carry more weight than official statements. And Curtis? And allegedly, he continued trolling, posting sarcastic captions, emojis, and subtle hints that he knew the chaos he was creating. Insiders say the timing of these posts couldn't have been more strategic or more dangerous. Allegedly, 50 Cent was aware that T.I. was about to drop new music, and some believe this was his way of inserting himself into the cultural conversation, ensuring maximum attention. Meanwhile, the King Harris allegedly amplified the situation by posting not just commentary, but also images that fans say were too close for comfort, involving snapshots of past family events and subtle digs at Curtis's past conflicts. Damani reportedly followed up with a track that mixed sharp bars, financial metaphors, and cultural references, giving fans the sense that the Harris family wasn't just defending, they were weaponizing every tool at their disposal. And Eris? She reportedly made a video analysis breaking down 50 Cent's supposed missteps in excruciating detail, pointing out inconsistencies in tone, timing, and narrative strategy. Now, let's address the alleged legal and federal implications, because this is where the story starts feeling like a thriller. Rumors circulated that certain posts from Curtis might have triggered interest from government agencies, though again, no concrete proof exists. One alleged anonymous source claimed, some of the information 50 posted could have been flagged because of the financial details involved, not because they were personal, but because they were sensitive. Social media immediately ran with this, theorizing everything from tax audits to full-scale investigations. Fans even speculated that some posts were so precise that Curtis might have had insider info, leading to wild theories that the feds were quietly monitoring the online exchanges between the Harris family and Curtis Jackson. Meanwhile, reactions from celebrities and influencers poured in. One purported insider claimed that Rick Ross allegedly commented on King's posts, joking about needing a t-shirt featuring 50 cents receipts, which added another layer of absurdity to the chaos. Celebrities, meme accounts, and fans collectively turned this into a narrative goldmine, mixing humor, outrage, and speculation into a single viral storm. Every new post from Curtis, King, Damani, or Aris added fuel, and each meme, each freestyle, each cryptic caption amplified the spectacle. The story became less about facts and more about narrative control, perception, and online theater. But what's most fascinating about part 2 of this saga is the alleged escalation strategy from the Harris family. Sources claim that after the initial posts, they held private meetings, not literally, but digitally, to coordinate their responses. King allegedly posted preemptive commentary, Damani dropped calculated freestyles, and Aris published analytical videos designed to sway public opinion. Even Tiny and T.I. allegedly released subtle social media hints supporting the narrative that Curtis had gone too far. According to insiders, the Harris family turned the situation into a multi-front campaign, using culture, music, memes, and social influence as their arsenal. Fans compared it to a modern-day siege, but instead of castles, we're talking Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter threads. At the same time, Curtis allegedly didn't slow down. Allegedly, and he doubled down with more sarcastic commentary, vague threats, and teasing posts implying that he was untouchable and that any alleged federal interest was overblown. Fans and trolls started dissecting everything, suggesting that Curtis's bravado was either sheer genius or reckless stupidity. And the internet loved it. Engagement skyrocketed, memes proliferated, and every comment section exploded with speculation, jokes, and outrage. By this point, the scandal had become a cultural phenomenon. And fans weren't just following celebrity drama. They were following a digital chess match where every post, every diss, every meme carried potential consequences. Leaks, alleged federal attention, celebrity commentary, and viral family retaliation all merged into one high-stakes spectacle. Some social media accounts even started producing real-time strategy breakdowns, analyzing every post Curtis made and comparing it to every response from King, Damani, and Aris. And while all of this was going down, the narrative of family unity versus chaotic trolling became central. The Harris family allegedly wasn't just defending. They were orchestrating a counter-narrative so tight, so coordinated, that even Curtis's fans had to pause and take notice. Lawyers from multiple sides are said to be circling like sharks in a feeding frenzy. Curtis Jackson supposedly has a team reviewing every post to ensure nothing crosses the line into defamation or federal scrutiny. Meanwhile, T.I. and Tiny's legal counsel, according to sources, is allegedly preparing cease and desist notices, potential lawsuits, and warnings about the unauthorized release of private information. Some alleged insiders have even suggested that certain posts may have triggered an internal review by compliance authorities because of financial documents allegedly included in the leak. The internet exploded with speculation. Are we looking at a celebrity feud, or a full-blown legal crisis involving private family records and federal oversight? The public response has been equally dramatic. Social media erupted into multiple camps. Some fans are calling Curtis a genius troll, a modern-day internet provocateur exposing celebrities like some kind of digital whistleblower. Others are calling him reckless, saying that he has gone too far by allegedly releasing private information, and they worry about the precedent this sets. See, hashtag campaigns started trending again, hashtag Curtis exposed, hashtag family first, hashtag King clap back, and even hashtag Fed watch, as fans tried to determine whether the feds were actually involved or if that was just the usual online exaggeration. But in the digital age, rumor often carries as much weight as fact, and Curtis's posts alone created a whirlwind of perception that had everyone talking. Meanwhile, the Harris family allegedly took their strategy to the next level. King Harris is said to have released another cryptic post, teasing additional commentary videos and a follow-up diss track. Damani reportedly prepared a freestyle titled Digital Defense, which sources claim was packed with double entendres, financial metaphors, and lyrical jabs at Curtis Jackson's past business decisions. Eris, true to her analytical style, allegedly made a 30-minute breakdown video dissecting Curtis's alleged leaks and trolling strategy, pointing out timing, inconsistencies, and potential vulnerabilities in his approach. And Tiny? Allegedly, she dropped subtle posts supporting her family without directly escalating the feud, an artful move that fueled public speculation about her own digital influence in the saga. On the celebrity side, reactions have been equally theatrical. Supposed insider reports claim that Rick Ross joked in comment sections about needing t-shirts featuring 50 cents receipts, while other rappers and influencers allegedly started weighing in, either poking fun, supporting one side, or subtly reminding everyone of the stakes. Pop culture analysts online began breaking down the feud as more than a family or celebrity dispute. They claimed this was a study in digital influence, virality, and personal branding. Allegedly, but Curtis's trolling was being compared to a strategic marketing campaign, while the Harris family's coordinated responses were likened to an organized PR counteroffensive. Financially, some anonymous sources are claiming that both Curtis Jackson and the Harris family could see real-world implications. Curtis allegedly risks losing sponsorships if the posts are deemed reckless or legally questionable. Conversely, and the Harris family might benefit from increased streaming numbers and attention for their music and social media content, although some speculate that the chaos could backfire, painting them as overreactive or aggressive. And let's not forget the hypothetical federal angle. Rumors continue to swirl that certain financial details in the posts might have triggered interest from oversight authorities. Again, this is unverified, but the speculation alone has kept journalists, fans, and social media sleuths glued to their feeds. One of the most interesting elements of this feud, according to alleged sources, is the generational split. Curtis, now a seasoned entertainer with decades of experience, allegedly underestimated the Harris family's younger members like King, Damani, and Eris. Their coordinated responses, savvy social media moves, and an understanding of digital virality are reportedly creating a perception that they're not just defending their family, they're winning the narrative. One alleged insider said, "The Harris family is showing Curtis that in 2026, family strategy and digital literacy can outweigh raw celebrity power." And honestly, if that's true, it's a lesson that even someone with Curtis's clout might not have anticipated. The cultural implications are staggering. Online, fans are discussing this feud not just as a celebrity spat, but as a microcosm of larger societal dynamics. Family versus fame, strategy versus chaos, and digital literacy versus old-school celebrity tactics. Some commentators allegedly claimed that this could redefine how celebrity feuds are conducted in the social media age, where every post, screenshot, and meme can be weaponized or misinterpreted. In other words, on what started as a private spat, allegedly escalated into a public study of modern virality, media strategy, and family influence. Now, hypothetically, let's talk about potential consequences. Legal action could involve lawsuits for defamation, invasion of privacy, or unauthorized disclosure of information. Hypothetical government probes could investigate whether the alleged financial documents were leaked inappropriately or if any laws regarding privacy were violated. A public backlash could manifest as social media campaigns, boycotts, or even pressure on sponsors and business partners. Celebrity commentary could further amplify the controversy, creating ripple effects that impact both Curtis Jackson and the Harris family beyond the initial posts. Fans, insiders, and pop culture pundits are allegedly monitoring every single move, tweet, and story, waiting to see who missteps first. By the end of Part 3, the saga reportedly reaches a kind of uneasy equilibrium. Now Curtis continues trolling, occasionally posting sarcastic commentary, while the Harris family allegedly continues defending, analyzing, and countering. Rumors about federal attention, potential lawsuits, and celebrity involvement persist, keeping the audience hooked. And while no confirmed legal actions have been taken, the narrative alone, crafted through alleged leaks, social media maneuvers, freestyles, memes, and commentary, is enough to cement this feud as one of the most discussed celebrity controversies of the year. So what's the ultimate takeaway from Part 3? Allegedly, Curtis Jackson may have underestimated the Harris family's coordinated response. Allegedly, the Harris family may have demonstrated a level of strategic digital engagement that challenges even the most seasoned celebrity. Allegedly, the internet thrives on speculation, ambiguity, and drama, in turning even the smallest social media post into a viral phenomenon. And allegedly, nobody, neither Curtis nor the Harris family, can control how the public interprets the story, which is exactly why it has become such a cultural flashpoint. As we move toward wrapping up the main body, the stage is set for a dramatic conclusion. The scandal has hit legal, financial, and social dimensions. Alleged federal interest, celebrity commentary, and generational savvy all collide in one digital storm. Now, the Harris family's strategic counter-narrative has arguably shifted the perception of power from one individual celebrity to a coordinated, tech-savvy family unit. Curtis Jackson remains at the center, trolling, teasing, and provoking, but now with the weight of potential consequences looming. And the public? They're eating it up, analyzing, debating, and sharing every post, every meme, and every diss track as if it's part of a live-streamed reality experiment in fame, family, and influence. And that's where we leave the main body of this saga. Everything has been set up for the dramatic conclusion, the call to action, the public reckoning, and the lingering question of who truly won this digital, legal, and cultural battle. So now that you've seen the chaos, the leaks, the memes, the diss tracks, and the alleged federal claims, what do you think? Is Curtis Jackson playing 5D chess while the Harris family proves that family beats fame every single time? Or did everyone just go too far and now we're watching a digital train wreck in slow motion? I mean, seriously, are we witnessing a cultural moment, or is this just another celebrity circus fueled by screenshots and TikTok clips? I want to hear from you in the comment section below. Who do you think came out on top? Curtis, T.I., Tiny, or maybe King Damani and Eris are the real MVPs here, showing the world that strategy, family, and digital savvy are more powerful than pure clout. And while you're at it, drop your hottest takes. Is this feud changing the game for celebrity drama, or is it just another viral mess destined to fade in a few weeks? Don't just scroll by, smash that like button if you're shook, hit subscribe so you never miss the next wild turn in this saga, and share this video with everyone who needs to see what real digital chaos looks like. Trust me, you do not want to miss the next chapter. Stay tuned, stay messy, and stay ready.